Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you all fine today. I come with very new story with very new content. I'm sure you all like it. So let's get started. Time skip. Another day going to start. Jen, one old lady call her name. One lady come out the room. Mrs. Jen, yes mom, you call me? Asked Granny. Yes, come sit. She nodded and sit on the couch. Mrs. Jen, yes, looked at him and said, Granny, I found someone for Jimin. Said, she smiled, Mrs. Jen, really? She happily asked. She nodded, Granny, I call them at home. Mrs. Jen, sure, I talk with Jimin. Granny, sure. He nodded, Mrs. Jen, Taehyung, same the moment one little boy entered the house. Tiang, yes, ma'am, said Granny's son. Today some guest coming, so today you have to make dinner. Prepare the best good dinner. Then he looks down and nodded. Granny, well, call Jim and tell him help you. Think it's okay, Granny. I can do it. Mrs. And well, I think you forgetting today you also have exam. Think yeah, last. You go kitchen. He nodded. Granny, tell Jippin to help him, Mrs. N. I go him. I go. Next night time, door knocked. She opened the door. Min family entered the house. Granny to all. Now they sit on the couch. Min. She is my sister Wang and her daughter Rin. Said they smiled and nodded. Mrs. Jen, Yoongi's son didn't come as he is parking the car. They nodded. Taeyang come out the kitchen. Everything is ready. Said she smiled and nodded. Same the moment door opened and Yoongi entered the room. Taeyang see him and shocked. Taeyang, sir? He gulped. Yoongi. Taehyung. He rested his hand on Taeyang's head. Granny. Taehyung, you know him? Well, she asked him. He's my chemistry professor. Looks down and said, Yoongi, sit on the couch. Yoongi, oh, so you're staying here? Asked. He nodded. Think Jimin is my. Well, he stopped. Granny, he is younger brother of Jimin. Small smile appeared on Tiang's face. He nodded and again go. Behind, everyone started talking. Well, Mrs. Jen is very about Tiang's studies. Mrs. Jen, well, can you tell me how he is in study? Asked Yoongi, he is good. In fact, he is every professor favorite student. Said she nodded. Mrs. Wang, well, call your son. Mrs. Min, calm down. Say in low voice. She rolled her eyes. Granny, yeah, sure. Tiang, call Jimin. She said some minutes later. Tiang and Jimin coming down. Jimin wear fully white colored dress. Looks great. Mrs. Wang see him and gulped. In front of Jimin, Rin is nothing. He is beautiful and extremely beautiful. Well, he sit beside Mrs. Min. She smiled. Yoongi looked at him and smiled. He, first he saw Jimin at university. Mrs. Mincy Wong, how much he is beautiful, said, well, she just smiled. Yoongi phone started ringing. He attended the call and go out of the house. Well, cooking. Jimin nodded as no. Mrs. Min shocked. Mrs. Wong. Mrs. Min, it's okay. My Yoongi know how to cook. I think it's enough. I said everyone chuckled. Tiang listen everything but keys on kitchen. After some time later, Mrs. Min, well, we like Jimin. If we don't have any problems, so both get married as soon as possible. Mrs. Jin, yeah, you are right. But Jimin elder brother, Jungkook out of country. We need some time, said Yoongi. Yeah, take your time. He just entering the house and said. Jimin smiled. Everyone stand up because now it's time to go. Yoongi Taehyung, he called his name. Next moment he come out the kitchen and Yoongi, this is for you. Stay happy. He looking down and nodded as no, Yoongi, I am your professor, so pick up. He hurriedly picked and some money. Youngi, stay happy. Thank you so much, sir. Eyes filled with tears, Yoongi nodded, and one by one, peoples go out of the house. She smacked and go behind Ting, wash the dishes. Jimin helped him, and they all go their rooms because it's too late and it's time to sleep. Now the second scene will be start. Time skip. Next day, door open. Granny, yes, come in. Uh, Door open and Tiang enter the room. Tiang, yes, Granny, you call me. Ask Granny. Yeah, I want you call Jungkook. Granny, Tiang, video call? Asked. She nodded. Tiang, where is laptop? Asked. Granny, there. Point to the drawer. He nodded and opened the laptop. Some minutes later, Granny, he is offline, said Granny. "Hmm, well, dialed Jungkook number and tell him come on online. I want to talk with him, said Tiang. Ha, I talk with him, asked Granny. Yes, what happened? Asked Tiang. I scared to him. Looks down and said Granny. It's okay. Call him and talk with him normally. I'm just coming. Said, will she go out of the room behind Tiang picked Granny phone and dialed Jungkook number. Tiang in mind hope he do not pick up the phone. He don't. After some rings later, Jungkook pick up the phone. Jungkook, hello. As usual, the same voice. Jungkook, Jung, when you want to talk with you, so please come online. Say in one tone hurriedly. Jungkook said and cut the call. Tiang took a deep breathing. Oof, thank God. Think Tiang see he come online. Tiang attend the call but didn't come in front of him. Tiang, Granny come. He attend the call. Said Jungkook, I told you many times, lower your voice. Said Jungkook see, but Tiang see Jungkook very well. Tiang sorry. Same the moment door open and Granny entered the room. Tiang, finally you come. Said Granny, what happened? Tiang, sir, attend the call. Hurriedly said and point to the laptop. She smiled. She sat up in front of laptop. Jungkook see and smiled. Jungkook, hello pretty girl, he said. Granny chuckled, thing in mind. Why he talk with me? Think and rolled his eyes because he think he doesn't care. Well, the time skip. Some time later. Yes, the time skip. Granny, uh, really, son, you come? Well, this time she is very happy, and then he happily asked. He smiled and nodded. Jungkook, yes, Granny, okay, come soon. Jungkook done. Now bye. I have some work. Now they cut the call. Granny Taehyung door open and he entered the room. Granny's son go tell to everyone. Next week Jungkook coming. Happily said. Taehyung, huh, why he is coming? Hurriedly said. After realize what he said. Granny, huh? What you say? Asked. Taehyung, oh, I mean when he is coming. Try to change the topic next week. He nodded. What a news! I told everyone sit and go out of the room. Behind she again get busy in her book reading. Well, the next scene start. Time skip. Door. Like some days later. After some days later, door was knocked. Jimin, yes, come in. Door opened and Tiang entered the room. Jimmy looked at him and smiled. Tiang, I complete all the work. Can I spend some time with you? Looks down and asks. Jimin smiled. Jimin, of course, come here. He happily rests his head on Jimin and said, Jimin, I think today you are tired. Well, he asked. Tiang, yeah, first I go university for my last exam. After that I do laundry, then make dinner, wash dishes. Oof, I'm very tired. Jimin, wait, I'm coming. Well, he sit and go out of the room. Behind Ting silently close his eyes like he want peace. He want some time later, Jimin come. Jimin Taeyang, this is for you. Sit and give him ice cream. Big smile appear on his face. This is for me. Thank you so much, Jimin. And start eating. Jimin sit beside him. Thank you so much. Looked at him and again sit. Well, Jimin chuckled to see this his behavior. Jimin, I talk with Granny. Tomorrow whole day you stay with me in my room. Tiang, huh? But why? Jimin folded both hands. Jimin, because I want tomorrow you take some rest. Well, everyone think you're working, but in reality, you know what I mean to say. Smack, Tiang, chuckle, Tiang, can I sleep here? Asked Jimin. Of course you can. Even wait, I message Yoongi and tell him today I am busy, said Tiang shocked. He wanted to stop and hurriedly nodded as no. But Tiang, no, it's okay. But Jimin messaged him. Jimin, Taehyung, today I am talking with Yoongi about you. Tiang besides him. Tiang, huh? What you said? Jimin, I say he also found someone for you. Tiang eyes widened. Uh-huh. Tiang, no, I don't want to marry. He is someone. Whitley said, Jimin, stop it, okay? Tiang, make power, Jimin. You think mom, Granny is your family? Really? Granny, ma'am loves me very much. Jimin, off, innocently looked at him. Yeah, everyone loves you, but you also have to marry someone. You know what I am saying? Tiang, sorry, but Tiang stay here his whole life, spent in this house. Said Jimin Smith. Jimin, oh really? He happily nodded. Jimin, okay, then I talk with Jungkook. Hyung, he marry you, then you stay here whole life. Tiang shocked. Tiang Jim. Jimin laughing. Tiang, don't talk to me. Fold both hands and said, Jimin chuckled. Jimin, well, my Hyung is handsome, good looking, well mannered person. So why you don't want to marry him? Asked. Think he is not. Jimin eyes widened. Jimin, wait, I call Jungkook and tell him everything. Tiang gives you name. Said Tiang, okay then, I go to my room. Said, but Jimin hold his hand. Jimin, I am just kidding. Said Tiang, okay. Again sit beside him. Jimin, Yoongi told me he found someone who give you. Tiang feels red. Jimin, off your face. Tiang, leave the topic. Wadley said, Jimin, okay, fine. Well, now listen to me carefully. Hold his hands and said, Tiang, Jimin, I'm sure Yoongi found someone good for you. Mom, if mom asks you about your opinion, so you say yes. You understand what I'm saying? Taeyang, oof, okay, fine. Now Jimin also. He off the lights because it's time to sleep. Taeyang, I'm so happy because I have Jim. Said Jimin smiled. Taeyang, when you go, I missed you so much. Said Jimin, oh, me too. But this is the part of life. He nodded after a chit chatting. Both fell asleep, and the next scene will be start after 1 week later. Today, everyone looking very happy because Jungkook coming back after 8 years. Mrs. Jack eyes on the door, tearing in mind. Hope he didn't come, think, and suddenly door was knocked. Mrs. Jen opened the door. She smiled and Jungkook, Jimin hold Granny hand and stand up behind uh, Mrs. Jen. Mrs. Jen, finally my son come back. Jungkook chuckled. Before 8 years, he go London for finding the job. Mm. But now he come back after becoming a number one businessman. She back and Jungkook and think in mind, if my mom so she also love me like this. Think I looked at both Jungkook, Granny and Jimin. Now they all sit on their couches. Mrs. and Taeyang come with snacks loudly. You're all so beautiful now. I realize why you get ready for marrying you. Jimmy looking down and chuckled. Well, there, Taeyang come. Uh, wait, तो ये ज़्यादा छोटा है. Today he wear light yellow colored dress, milky color, big two eyes, looking extremely beautiful. Okay, well, extremely beautiful. Tiang gave coffee to Jungkook. Jungkook eyes on his face. Tiang, oh, so he is Taehyung, said Jimin. Yeah, well, he is beautiful, right? Whisper. Jungkook looked at him and raised one eyebrow. Jimin awkwardly smiled. Tiang stand up behind. Well, he clearly see everyone. Mrs. Jen sees Jungkook again and again looked at him. His eyes on Tiang's face, Mrs. So he can't. He hurriedly said, "Go kitchen and check the dinner arrangements." Hurriedly said. He nodded and go behind Jungkook, busy to talking with everyone. But Jimin noticed Mrs. Jen's behavior. Yoongi in mind, please. Jimin in mind, please. Yoongi found someone for him as soon as possible. Well, he just think, and the next scene will start. Time skip. Everyone goes their rooms. Jimin told to Tiang he help him, but he nodded as no. So he also go his room. Behind Tiang is busy to washing the dishes. Don't know why, but today he feeling sad. Taking in mind if my mom, so he also told me go room and take some rest. Well, the main thing is today Tiang tired. Thinking drop of tear come out. Tiang very tired now. Suddenly he listened someone footstepping voice, and this voice stopped in the entrance of kitchen. He think Jimin come. He entered the kitchen. Ting didn't turn his side. Ting, Jimin, today I'm feeling very tired. Huh? You are right, there is no one who listened to me. I also want to sleep, but see, still I have work. Sit and wipe the tears, Jungkook. Leave everything and go your room, said Tiang flinched. He hurriedly wiped his tears, but dish soap entered his eyes. of Tiang, he said, and the next moment, okay, well, but the same moment, timely in his arms. Tiang closed his eyes because of eyes, Jungkook eyes on him. One by one, tears rolling down. He may sit on the chair, Tiang about to rub his eyes, but Jungkook hold his hand and stopped him. Jungkook stopped. Said Jungkook rest clean cloth on his eyes. Well, he faces place because Jungkook Tiang rests his hand on Jungkook's hand like he want to stop him, but this time everything is changed. But Jungkook didn't listen to him and just doing his work, and well, he listened whole the conversation of Tiang. That's why he feels something. Well, sometime later when Jungkook peels, Jungkook, now open your eyes. Said he slowly opened his eyes. Both eyes met. Next moment he looks down. Jungkook feel better. Asked, he nodded. Jungkook looked at him. Tiang again. Well, Tiang about to wipe his tear, but Jungkook hold his hand. Tiang flinched. He looked at Jungkook with teary eyes. Jungkook, see your hand. Low voice. Tiang see his hand filled with. Be careful next time, okay? Hope you understand what I'm telling you. Tiang see his hand. Tiang need anything? Asked her. Jungkook, no. Go your room. Said Tiang, okay, I will, but first I have to complete the work. Said Jungkook, I said go your room. Mm. He nodded and go to his room. Behind Jungkook about to go, but he looked at the kitchen. In mind, morning, everyone him think I looked at the kitchen. Well, let's see what Jungkook do. Next day, their elders busy to talking with each other, like they busy to selecting the venue and dresses for German wedding, like they fixing Yoon married. See, Mrs. Jen, where was Taehyung? Asked to Jimin. Jimin, today he is not feeling good, and that's why I told him stay your room and take some rest. Said she nodded. Jungkook stand up. Jungkook, I'm going to meet Yoongi. Said they nodded. Kenny, we also want to go shopping, so you drop us in mall if you don't have any problem. Well, he asked. Jungkook, why would I have? I'm waiting outside. Come, hurry up, okay? Sit and go out of the house, Mrs. And you want to come? Looked at Jimin and asked. Jimin nodded as no. Sometime later, Tiang come out. Tiang, Jimin, Tiang, thanks for washing the dishes, said Jimin. Huh? What are you saying? Asked Tiang, last night you washed the dishes, right? Asked, but he nodded as no. Tiang faces place. It's mean he cleaned the dishes for me. Jimin hold his hand. Jimin, Tiang, what are you thinking? Asked. He nodded as nothing. Well, Jimin hold him sit on the couch, hold his hand. Jimin, well, can I ask you something? Smirk and said, Ting, yeah, sure. Jimin, well, I saw someone sit on the counter and one man busy to helping him. Well, Jimin eyes widen. Jimin looks down and smiled to see Jimin expression. Jimin, well, both looks great together. So, Ting, stand up. Ting, well, I have some work, so I'm going. About to say, but Jimin hold his hand. Jimin, at least sit down. Sit and Ting chuckle. Jimin, sit down. Ting, sit down. Jimin, now tell me everything A to Z. Happily as well. He is happy to see both like this. Tiang tell him whole story. Jimin, after that he washed dishes because no one knew. Am I right? Well, Jimin is right, but Tiang don't want to accept. Tiang look at Jimin, who smiled and nodded like he want to accept. Well, Tiang didn't speak. Jimin said, Jimin, mm, yes, I'm saying truth. Tiang looking down, don't know why, but feels fully right. Jimin, Tiang, I'm so happy for you. Said Tiang, stop it. He's just helping me. Said Jimin, chuckle. Jimin, okay. Same the moment Jungkook entered the room, Tiang and Jimin stand up. Jungkook, I forget my phone in room. So Hyung wait, wait. I'm going. Sit and go. Behind, Jungkook looked at him. Hyung feeling confused. Jungkook, next time I didn't see you in kitchen nighttime. Okay, complete your work on time and go your room. Do you understand what I'm saying? He said, he just not. He already nodded. Jungkook, there, Jimin come. Last time looked at Taeyong and go. Behind, Jimin hold his hand and said, Jimin, my Hyung is totally changed. Well, he is seeing the dream and said, Taeyong, Jimin, please stop it. Jimin looked at him and shocked. Jimin, what happened? Asking eyes get teary. Both sit on the couch. Jimin, what happened? Hurriedly asked Jimin. Jimin, I know my place to this house, so please don't show me dreams, okay? Jimin, oh, finally you understand. Sitting there gave him answer, Jimin, but you know my Hyung is strong. He can handle everything, and literally I'm saying truth. Jimin, hold his hand. Jimin, please, I can't see my dreams, so please don't show me of them, said Jimin. Taehyung, but he stand up and nodded as though. The Jim tried to understand. Please, I'm happy in my life. Stand up, Jimin. Sorry for you. Mm. Well, he just nodded because he knows Jimin. Okay. I think I'm strong. Don't worry. Said Jimin smile. Well now Tiango behind Jimin looked at his phone. He everything and sent to Jungkook. Jimin in mind. I'm sorry Tiang, but I want to see you happy. So that's why I'm doing this. Think and look took a deep. Will he also go his room? Okay. Door knocked. Jungkook come in. Door open. किधर गया? Door open and Jimin entered the room. Jimin, yes, Hyung, you call me? Asked Jimin. Jungkook, I want to ask you something, said and looked at him. Jimin, I know Hyung, why you call me? Jungkook, if you know, so also tell me the reason and meaning of this voice note. As Jimin is silent, Jungkook, Jimin, I'm asking you something. Again, shocked Jimin, Hyung and him. Uh, said Jungkook, huh? What you said? Hyung, didn't marry Hyung, marry us. Listen to me carefully, said Jungkook, folded his hands and looked at him. Jimin last, I come downstairs when you're washing the dishes. Said Jungkook, turn his side. Jungkook, I help him, but it doesn't mean I marry him. Said, well, Jimin, said Jimin, Young, he needs someone who handle him. Jungkook, stop. Yeah, Jimin, Young, think about it. Said and go behind Jungkook, stopped him. Jungkook, go and call Taeyang. As usual, his same voice. Jimin smiled and nodded. Well, he go behind Jungkook, still busy, to looking outside. Sometime later, door knocked. Jungkook, come in. Yes, you call me? Asked. Jungkook, go and make coffee for me. Said he nodded and go behind Jungkook, closed his eyes, trying to calm himself. Jungkook in mind, what's happening with me? Last, I just help him. Think after 15 minutes later, door knocked and Tiang entered the room. Tiang, your coffee, said normally. Jungkook looked at him. Jungkook, you drink coffee? Tiang, huh? Jungkook, I said, drink the coffee, said Jimin, but I don't like. Already said Jungkook, so what do you like? Well, finally he started the talk. Think I like ice cream. Jungkook hold the mug. Only ice cream? He also walking whole most favorite I like ice cream. He nodded. And do you someone? Jungkook think and nodded as well. Think well no one ready for me. Said Jungkook sit on the couch but eyes still on him. He captured everything. Jungkook, why? Asked Ting because I am sadly chuckled. Jungkook, if I you saw asked Ting shocked. He Ting huh? He think he listened something wrong. Jungkook stand up and come close to him. Tiang takes steps back. Tiang says, sir, Jungkook, you said no one you because you are Maid. I'm saying I you. So what's your answer? Hmm? Give me at least your answer. So Tiang looked down. Jungkook, I'm asking you something. Tiang, you are my boss. So raised one eyebrow and asked, Tiang, so I don't want you someone. You me because you are good. Your boss, for me you are king. Now he becomes serious. Tiang looked into Jungkook's eyes. Missed well the some lines you all read it by yourself. I know you all don't like distractions between, but sorry. Said Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, you think so, but I know how to change your mind. Said, I think you are. Yeah, you are right. I don't know what's happening with me. Looked at him and said, and then he shocked when Tiang his both hands in front of him. Tiang, please, Mr. Jen, I can't. Your said Jungkook shocked like he think he listened something wrong. That's why he again asked to him. Mhm. Okay. Hadi Anjira ki of 8 minutes. Okay. So let's said Taeyang, please don't do anything. Jungkook, I said go. Said Taeyang smiled. Oh, Nahil. Taeyang Jimin tried while he is looking more cute. Think and go out of the room. He really think and go behind. Well, I also prefer last some lines you all read it. Taeyang looking down. Taeyang when first time he saw him. After Jimin voice not he realizes. But now he didn't think Taeyang talk with him. Like this he have planned for tease him then. But now everything is stopped. Taeyang, uh, well, I know what I do, he said. Because he is Jan Jungkook. He have everything, every problem solution. Mrs. and I think Jungkook you are, said Jungkook. Looked at her. Jungkook, I'm not. I told you I want to marry Tiang. If you are ready, then thank you so much. Otherwise, no one stops me. Said, well, he is looking very angry. Mrs. Jen, Granny, look what he is saying. Granny, Jen, if Jungkook wants, so why you're saying no? Huh? I think you forget I call Tiang as my son. Do you understand? Do you remember? Tiang looked at her and smiled. Tiang, thank you so much, Granny. She smiled. Well, she is saying truth, Mrs. Uh, Mrs. And I found someone for him. Try to understand. But Jungkook nodded as no. I'm telling you. Yeah, एक जगह टकाला. I'm telling you, I want to marry Tiang. Otherwise, I spent. Uh, Granny, you are doing. Granny, I'm not here, but I see in Jungkook eyes for him. Please do something. Well, if you want, you can talk with Taeyang. I hope Jungkook listened to him. Think next day, Jungkook doing his night routine. He is just going to sleep. It's been 2 days. He didn't saw Taeyang once time. Suddenly door knocked. Jungkook come in. Door opened and Taeyang entered the room. Jungkook stand up. Are you okay? I merely asked Taeyang. I told you, don't talk with me. Hmm. With someone. Why you didn't listen to me? Asked Jungkook. Oh, some mom sent you here. Uh, well, asked. Jung didn't give him answer. Jungkook closed the and sit on the couch. He kneeled down. And Jung didn't look at him. Jungkook looked at me. Said, Jung look at him. You know, want to. You don't want. Well, oh, I'm tired. Well, now I prefer this scene. You all read it, okay? Hmm, this text. अच्छा जी, अब हमारा ये वाला स्टार्ट हो गया. इससे ना आप लोग को चाहिए मुझे आप वीडियोस दें. Tian closed his eyes, trying to control his tears. Heart wants something else. Mind wants something else. He don't know what he is doing. Jungkook hold his hand. He him looked at him. Said, Jungkook, tell me what I didn't understand, huh? Asked Young, I don't want to marry you. Said Jungkook smiled. Jungkook looked into my eyes and said, he said, Tiang shocked. He wiped his tears. Tiang, hope you say no. For this, okay, as you all know, only 20 minutes voiceover are left, and it's been 40 minutes I'm speaking. Ting, hope you safe now, about to go, but Jungkook hold his arm. Uh, uh, Ting, both hands. Jungkook, you know your eyes not with your tongue. Jungkook looks down. I spent 8 years in of Jungkook and skit dialogues. Jungkook, that time I your voice. I am very excited when I am coming because I think now you come in front of me and you come. That time I lost my Jungkook. Wrong. Jungkook was attending and drinking art. Well, Jungkook don't know his words playing with Taeyang. Uh, oi, Taeyang, Jungkook, nahi Taeyang. But you, someone, mm-hmm, better. Jungkook, you also think if you want to see my happiness, then stay with him because I'm in front of you. Taeyang stopped. Jungkook closed his eyes and Taeyang checked. Uh, Jungkook, you don't know how much I love you. Well, I also don't know, said and chuckled. Taeyang slowly looked at him, both eyes met. Jimin is right. Well, he always told him, Taeyang, Prince come your life, who make you happy, who stay with you happily. But he don't know. King come. Taeyang said. Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, why? Taeyang, I think I'm saying dream scene. I think I'm in my dream. Well, Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, if you think it's your dream, so I promise you never break this dream. So Taeyang looked at him. Jungkook hold a small smile appear on his face. Well, now he can't off my phone battery. Jimin, now why you're crying? Said Taeyang, I'm happy. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook, finally you are with me. Said Taeyang smiled both to each other. Well, many lines I've skipped because I want you all read it by yourself, okay? So read it. Suddenly door opened and Yunmin entered the room. Both shocked. Yoongi, I think we come wrong time, said. Both nodded. Jungkook, no, it's nothing like that. Please come inside. Yoongi, oh really? Uh, you. So what you think about art doing? Yes. Mm, oh, so you are. Ting, stop it, okay? Jimin chuckled. Jimin, I'm so happy for you. Ting smiled. He about to go, but Yoongi hold his arm and stopped him. Yoongi, where are you? Huh? Sit down. Let's talk together. Mm. Well, Jimin and Ting sit on the bed. Yeonmin sit on the couch. Yoongi, when you both get married? Jungkook, I think I was thinking we also get married on your wedding day. How's it? Give me your opinion. Yoongi, great. Jungkook, okay, fine. Okay, then it's fine. Mm, it's final, huh? Jimin, Logi. But young mom think Jimin leave her off after some time later. Time skip, and finally the moment come. Today Yoonmin and Taekyu going to marry. Both couples are very happy. There everyone was very happy. Mrs. Chen, she is happy, but what's going on her mind? No one know. Well, the people still entering. Jungkook and Yoonmin stand up on the stage. Yoongi, well, bro, what's your plan about next? Jungkook, you know everything and still asking? Yoongi chuckled. Well, the door opened and two brides entered. They looks beautiful. Well, they also looks down. Jungkook in mind. Finally, after that, no one come. Think and looked at him. Both come down. Jungkook took hand. Because of Jungkook, everyone start to clapping for it. Now both stand up on the stage. Sometime later, finally both get married, and well, they spend good time. One by one, peoples come and give best wishes to both. Okay, Jimin, wait, Yoongi, sit and come close to Jungkook. Jungkook, what happened? Asked Jimin. When you're going London? Asked Jungkook. After 1 week. What happened? Jimin hold his hand. Jimin promise me every time you stay with me. Teary eyes, Jungkook, I will, Jimin. But what happened? Is everything okay? Jimin, mom is happy for this marriage, please. He just nodded, Yoongi. Now I think we should go. They nodded. Jungkook hold Tiang's hand and go because now it's time to go. पीछे कर to go. Tiang sit on the. He is waiting to Jungkook. Well, he is very happy. He think how he settled here, but he is also very happy. Same the moment door open and Jungkook enter the room. He hold with roses bouquet in his hand. Tiang smiled. Jungkook, this is for you, said Tiang pick his smell. Uh, it's great. Thank you so much. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook, how's you feeling? I mean, now you become Jun Tiang, huh? Asked. Tiang chuckled like Jungkook looks very happy. Jungkook want truth or Jungkook Tiang, so I'm not happy. You Jungkook start to laughing. Well, this is the great scene. I hope he hold his hand and Jungkook, this is your gift. Show him one very beautiful ring. He smiled. Jungkook, may I? Asked. He smiled and nodded. Jungkook make him wear the ring. Uh, it looks great. Promise me you always stay with me. Hold his hand and said, Tiang, yes. Tiang, yes, I promise you. Jungkook, good. You know today moon shines brighter than as usual. Said Tiang, huh, really? Jungkook nodded. Tiang, I want to see. Jungkook opened his room window. Jungkook, come see. Tiang stand up and come in front of Jungkook. He sees the moon and smiled. Tiang, you are right, Jungkook. Jungkook, Jungkook back him. Jungkook, well today moon also happy for us. Tiang chuckled. Tiang, yeah, you are right. You know, I told Jimin I want spend whole life with at home at this house, but he also told me no, you have to marry someone, you have to leave the house, and many other things. Jungkook chuckled, Jungkook, I complete your wish. Taeyang chuckled, Jungkook, today you look beautiful. Taeyang, yes, I'm more beautiful than you, said Jungkook chuckled, Jungkook, well, now you are right, said he chuckled. Okay, both अच्छा जी टाइम स्किप इमेजिनेशन फ्री हो गया था जी ये हमारा अब हमारा ये टाइम स्किप होने वाला है जी Jungkook what happened said but Young looked at no, but Young nodded as no Jimin Jungkook chuckled Jungkook wake up hurry up Young stand up in front of mirror and said Young whole I didn't sleep so you can go. Jungkook chuckled. Well, last I see you're for me, said Jung. Go, eyed himself and said. Jungkook chuckled. Jungkook, okay, I'm going. Don't go downstairs when I come. Then we go together and be ready. Now, after 1 week, we're going London. Said Ding, okay, Jungkook forehead and go out of the room. Well, after some seconds, the next text will be start. Literally, my hands feeling. I'm tired now. Hope, literally, I'm just hoping you all like my hardworking, my FF. Okay, G. Behind Tiang again. Close his eyes like he want to sleep. Door open, Mrs. Jensen. She smiled. Tiang hurriedly sit on the bed. Tiang, yes, ma'am. Mrs. Jensen, you can call me mom. His smile, eyes get teary. Tiang, thank you. She smiled, Mrs. and made for you, said. She smiled, Tiang, thank you so much, said Mrs. Jen. You're welcome. Well, drink the juice. I'm sure you like it. He nodded and drink the juice. Sometime later, good. Now you can sleep. I also have some work, like want to give food to mom. He nodded and then she go. Behind Tiang in mind, oof, I'm so happy finally she's also accepted me. Things same the moment Tiang Jungkook said. He sees everything. Door. Well, he smiled because door opens and Jungkook run towards him. Small smile appear on his face and next moment everything get Jungkook Taehyung, are you okay? He softly asked, but his eyes closed, and then. uh It's been 2 hours. After 2 hours later, Jungkook sit on the chair. It's been 2 hours. Chair come out the room. That Jungkook is waiting. Same the moment their Yeonmin come. Yoongi, Jungkook, are you okay? Said. Same the moment he Yoongi and start. Yoongi, calm down, bro. Jimin also. Jungkook, Yoongi, it's been 2 hours. They didn't come out. So what I do, huh? I looked at him and said, Yoongi, yeah, because they was busy for their work. Yeah, you have no need to worry, okay? He said, Jung- Jungkook nodded as no. Yeah, Jungkook, no, Yoongi, you are. Tian condition is, uh, well, I'm happy. Hide his face and said, uh, Yoongi looked at Jimin. Jimin, I told you, Jungkook. I told you, said Jungkook looked at him with questionable eyes. Jimin, Jungkook, because of I told you. What are you saying? Jimin hold his hand. I'm saying truth. Well, he start crying. And Jungkook feels his place. He think he listens something wrong. Because he think love, and he is think right. Same the moment door open. How's my husband? Happily as well. I can't say anything. But he's fine now. What happened to him? Someone tried to give him juice, and next moment, hmm, Queenie, you did with him. She is smiling, but Mrs. Jen smile like person. Same the moment door open and Jungkook entered the house. Mrs. Jen say, Queenie, I told you my son come to me and he's come. Jungkook, you know what? Why I come here? Said he nodded as no. She nodded. I'm telling you, if something happened, so I myself also. She feels his place and Tiang staying here. Point to his and said, Mrs. Johnson, said Jungkook, don't call me son. Don't. Do you understand? Jungkook, I come here for telling you. Now me and Tiang never come back. I'm sure he will be fine, but I'm telling you, we go London and stay there, said Mrs. Jun. Huh, Jungkook? Uh, Jungkook, don't call me. Angry sit and go behind. She looked at Granny. Mrs. Jun, what he said, asked Granny, did I give her answer? Well, Mrs. Jun, no. Okay, then this finally the last scene will be start. Oof, I'm tired. Time skip after 24 hours later. Door opened and Jungkook entered the room. His staying eyes closed. He is looking. Jungkook kneel down in front of him. And Jungkook Taeyong sit and start crying. Hold his hand, Jungkook. I think you forget your promise. You stay with him. Spent your whole life with me. Do you remember? Said, but young eyes still closed. Jungkook, you know, without you, Jungkook is. I want. One by one, tears rolling down. Tears. It's been 24 hours. Jungkook didn't listen to your voice. In front of his eyes again and again, Tiang's smiley and happy face come. Jungkook felt if something to him, so he is there. Yoonmin come. Yoongi Jungkook rested his hand on Jungkook's shoulder and said, but he nodded as no. Jungkook, please, Yoongi, tell him wake up, please. Looked at him and said, Yoongi, come. Jungkook, control na. It's okay. I'm sure he is totally fine. Don't worry. He nodded. Well, this is नहीं लिखे last नहीं है. Second last. Hmm. Jungkook, please Taeyong. Join both hands in front of Jimin and Taeyong. His eyes also get teary because he know how much Jungkook him. Jimin, Jungkook, please. Sometime later, it's been 5 hours. Yeonmin sit on the couch. Yoongi, I think you should eat something. Well, he asked. Mm, but Jungkook never gave him answer. I think he see Jimin Hyung again said, but Jungkook still silent. Well, suddenly he moved, feel like Jung moved his hand. He shocked. Well, he smiled when he saw Taeyang open the eyes. Jungkook Taeyang hurriedly said, "Dear, come." Congratulations, Mr. Jin. Everything is okay. I don't think he, but it's true. He and is very powerful. Well, I just listened to others, but first time I saw by myself. Now I see. Jungkook smile. Giant bar charging ਤੇ ਲਾਇਆ ਨਾਲ ਆਲਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਆਈ ਫਦੀ Taking in mind, finally, think after some days later, Jungkook entered the room with some red roses. Bouquet smiled. Cookie, I want to go back. I want to go home. Tomorrow we go, okay? He nodded. After tomorrow we both have flight. We are going London and spend whole life there. Young didn't ask him anything, he just nodded. Jungkook hold his hand. Jungkook whispered, well, then hope you all like it. Well, if you all like, then please subscribe and tell me in comments, okay? Bye bye.